Yesterday, on Thursday, December 2nd, the Hot Springs High School Tigers played host to the 2021 Rio Grande Shootout that is running until Saturday, December 4th. Kicking off the shootout were the Hot Springs High School Tigers versus the Hatch Valley Bears. Coming to support the Tigers were the 4th and 5th grade Tiger Cubs from the Sierra Elementary Complex. As the game got started, the Tigers took an early lead and put a lot of pressure on the Bears, holding them to only 4 points in the first quarter while managing to score 14. In the second quarter, the Tigers got off to a slow start, but managed to pick up the pace, adding 16 more points to the board, while an aggressive Tiger defense held the Bears to only 4 more points this quarter. Going into the half, the score was 30-8 with the Tigers ahead. After the half, the Tigers came out and scored 8 points in the third, but were still able to maintain their lead as they held the Bears to only 3 points this quarter. As the fourth quarter rolled around, we started to see some fresh Tiger faces as HSHS maintained their lead. The Tigers were able to score 6 more points while the Bears had their best quarter, scoring 5 points. The final score was 44-16 with the Tigers taking the win. After the game, I was able to speak with HSHS head coach Derek Bean, who was able to answer a few questions for me. How did it feel to win tonight?
Obviously, anytime you can get a W is a good feeling. You know, we can't take those for granted, and you know, we tell these boys this, every time you step on the floor, you got one job, and that's to take care of business. And we did exactly what we needed to do.
How did the support of the little ones, the little Tiger Cubs, help you guys?
Oh, that's huge. I mean, you yourself, myself. I can remember back in the day, I couldn't wait to come watch the Tigers play, and you know, the kids that come to Camp of Champs as well. That's always a big thing, and they get to know their coaches, now the players, and you know, it's an amazing atmosphere for these kids to, one, fall in love with the game, and two, just enjoy watching what their coaches can actually do.
You beat the Bears 44-16. There was a lot of positives in the game. So what are some things you're going to work on to better yourself even more for the next game?
For sure. You know, as coaches, we're never satisfied. We're always looking for more. I think the biggest thing we need to walk away from is, one, just continue to keep gaining experience. Two, we got to hit the boards a little bit better. I think we gave a couple extra opportunities, too many. As we get down the stretch, those are going to be crucial points that we need to keep off the board.
Thank you. I
Appreciate it, guys.
Playing next were the Cobury Indians, who took on the Tularosa Wildcats. The Wildcats were able to come out on top, beating the Indians 54-33. The final game of the evening saw the Chaparral Lobos take on the Silver City Colts. The Colts would go on to beat the Lobos 71-34. That wrapped up the first day of the Rio Grande Shootout, but the fun doesn't stop there. Kicking off day 2 of the Rio Grande Shootout will be the Tularosa Wildcats versus the Hatch Valley Bears at 3 p.m., followed by the Cobury Indians facing the Chaparral Lobos at 4:45 p.m. Closing the evening will be your Hot Springs High School Tigers versus the Silver City Colts at 6:30 p.m. That was day 1 coverage of the Rio Grande Shootout. Be sure to like us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more coverage of the event. I'm Adrian Chavez from the Sierra County Sentinel, signing off.